Hello, hi. So here we are again. Did you see my nice hat, Joseph? My daughter got it for me last year, so but I had to wear it until I thought today I would wear it. So this way I don't have to tell you my name. You already see it, Joseph, right there. I hope, yeah, I think you can see it. So I'm making this video today, and I was thinking which topic to address. So, and there was something in my heart for a long time. It's caused a lot of contradiction, a lot of debates. People don't want to talk about this topic because it's very hard to answer it, but a lot of people try. I don't know why they answer when there is no answer to it, but I want to tell you my opinion, so bear with me. It's about time. I want to talk about time. You know how we hear this phrase so many times? People say, oh, you're too late, you know. It's too bad for you, but there is no time now. So you just blew it, you know, you're too late. So we always say it's too late. So, but it's really too late, or there is always time? That's what I've been asking myself quite a bit, you know. Especially when it comes to the question that a lot of believers ask, you know, a lot of Christians say, if someone is going to hell, for example, and he's there because for whatever reason, you know, he refused to believe, he rejected Christ and things like that. And will he stay there forever? You know, if he made a decision, you know, to be separate from God, and that was his choice, and he ended up in hell, is there a way to get out, to escape, or to rethink, you know, and say, oh wow, I made a mistake. Can I get out now? Yes or no? That's what I was wondering myself. And I know that you can find peace in everything in life if you have doubts, and you know. So I asked God to show me what to believe regarding this. And you hear different opinions. That's why it's such a hard question to answer, because the ones I heard on YouTube and books and people discussions of theologian and religious, you know, smart people again, right? They say that no, it's too late. You blew it. You're gonna be there. And people say, oh wow, what am I gonna do now? You know, I mean, I'm gonna be stuck here with the demons, suffering day, night, you know, you name it, and. It could be so, or maybe not. But who are these people saying things like that, you know? Just because, you know, they read a verse here, a verse there, you know. I just wonder, like, these people pretending to know more than God, you know. God, he didn't say that, you know, 100%. Are you sure? You know, it's like, that's what it makes me, I wouldn't say upset, because, you know, there's no point to get upset with people that are not using their brain, you know. Let them think what they want. But why are you going around telling people things like that if you're not 100% sure? Just be quiet. Just say, well, I don't know. There is nothing wrong to say I don't know, you know. It's a bit like, you know, you're trying to put a lid on God's pressure cooker. You know, how can you hold the lid down, you know, when God is boiling, you know, He's boiling His truth and His plan for humanity and the souls of people? Are you gonna hold that? How long are you gonna hold that down? You can't. You can stop God from, you know, doing what He wants to do. So why are you even trying? It's just not. It doesn't make sense to me to do that. So, um, so I don't know myself where I stand about this, but definitely not with these people. you know, you know, I stand to the point where I say I don't know. You know, so and I don't have to know. There is no need for me to know now. But I'll tell you one thing though. I I believe that I don't want to go to hell just to find out if I can get out. That would be stupid just to do that. So I know I don't have to go there. I prefer not to, and I don't want to, and I know I will not to, because I'm doing exactly what Jesus told me to do. You know, and believe in Him, and and whosoever believe in Him shall never die. So it's good enough for me. You do whatever you want, and that's going to be your problem. It's not mine. But I'm not going to tell you one thing or the other. Why should I tell you if I know it's not the truth? It didn't say. And if you think he said it, how do you know you interpret right? Because there is a word, I studied some of the Hebrew and the original translation, and it means so many different things. Just a little change in the word, it could have forever. It could mean a time where it stops, in the original translation. So just a little thing, you could misunderstand the whole thing. So what are you doing, you guys? Just leave people alone. Just love them, instead of damn them to hell. Yeah, okay. You think it's your responsibility to warn people, and also it is. We all have a responsibility to warn and to love and to protect. But this is not the way. There must be a better way, I think love is always been the better way. When you love people, they will listen more. I think that's why I'm receiving a lot of comments. Not a lot, a few. And but what they tell me is so incredible, touching and emotional and beautiful. And because they know I'm trying to help. Guys, when you listen to me, right? I'm just like you. I'm lost. I don't pretend to have found the answer to everything. I know I'm in a good path. I know I'm the best path, because I'm following the light. How can you not be in the best path? By the way, about following the light, I had an experience once. I traveled. When I had this experience, I was in India. And in India, you have all kinds of experience, by the way. I don't know if you've been there before, but if you have, then I don't have to explain what happened there with your heart, brain, and soul. It's magical, right? So anyway, I had such a good feeling at the moment that it was like evening time, getting dark. And I picture like a light, but like a beam of light, but from far, far away. Those little towers, and well, it's not little, sometimes are big, but they are very, very far, really incredibly far. And then they have a light on top, and you can still see it. No matter how far it is, you see it, right? I mean, but the light, it was so powerful because it was a beam like maybe no other beam. It was the most powerful beam I can think of, because the light it came right to my feet, where I was standing. So imagine from all the way there to my feet. I mean, that must be pretty far. So I decided I will follow it. I will walk right to where the beam was, and I keep going. So and that's what I did. in my mind. There wasn't light. I was just imagining. So I walk, and I walk, and just felt so nice because as I walk within this road, there was like a road, a path of light. I see everything, like so many beautiful things I could see, that I didn't even know was there. They were there. I would just keep going. And I felt so good inside. I said, well, why go anywhere else? This is the best path I can find. And I keep going and going and going. But then you know how it happens, you hear whispers, things come here, things come there, and you hear, but no, there is another way, there is another path, and there is a shortcut. And I say, okay, well, let's do it, let's try it. And that's what happened. So I went off the path of the light, and at first it was not so bad because I could still see some shadows of the light. And then I keep going, but the more I go away from the light, boy, the less I could see. And then at one point I tripped and I fell deep in a big hole, and it was full of garbage, and I got all dirty, and I even cut myself, and you can imagine I was like in the middle of a lot of garbage, filth, you stink even, and and then I say, what I'm doing here? So I was lost. I couldn't see where I'm going, and I look around. There is nobody to help me. I was all alone, and alone. But I remember the light. I said I was in a good path. What did I do? Why did I go away from that path? And exactly what so good to drink water. And yeah, so well, I feel very good today. I had a bath. They shaved me even, you see. I feel very clean and nice, and new heart, new inspiration, I mean, what else can I ask? Yeah. So I wanted to go back to the light. And then I realized, well, as long as I'm in this path, I'm okay. So I just have to keep going. So do you see how simple, how easy life can be if you just use a bit of common sense? People don't use common sense. They think that we know better. I did everything, and and there again, man's ego. They feel like we have to prove something to the whole world. Unless you're, successful and famous and everything, you're nothing. But we are all famous in God's eyes. I don't want to be famous here in this world. Forget it. I'd rather be nobody here. I'd rather people don't even know who Joseph is. I mean, now some people know me because I decided to do some video, but I don't think a lot of people know about me. But I'm sure everybody knows about me in heaven. That's what I want to be famous about. Joseph, yeah. So, yeah, that's, here I spend all, well, according to the statistics of prediction of my doctors, I will spend only, it's going to be my birthday, when? July? August. So it's going to be my birthday now. So I'm going to be six. So that's how long I last in this world. And in the next one, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep living. So how can I compare, the pain, the suffering of this world, and some joy, of course, because it's not only suffering here, we have joy as well. But to the greatest joy in heaven and the universe, which is eternal, is eternity. So that's what I'm looking for, especially now. It's not, you don't want to think every day about heaven because we have a life to live. But in my case, maybe there is quite a few people going there as we speak. They are in the way, and I hope by hearing me, they will go with a smile. Yeah, that's my gift, my friend, to you. Don't be afraid. Embrace love. Love is already embracing you. So you just go together. And that's it. And your problem is finished. Your fear gone. And you only have Jesus to thank. A little bit me for telling you. Well, you don't have to thank me now. I mean, in person. You can thank me later when we meet. And so nice, so beautiful. You see? So now you got your answer, Just, I don't know, people like to talk too much, Me too, sometimes I feel like I'm talking too much, And enough is being said. Let's stop, there's so much information. That's why I'm not quoting you the Bible and the scriptures, even because I'm a little bit rusty, to be honest. It's like, I studied the Bible, I memorized chapters, verses, so I know a lot of things by memory, but I haven't really, practiced honestly, and but I know how to find everything. So, now with with Google, Internet, all you have to do is just put a word, and then the whole verse comes up, So, but I don't have to do all that, You have your own brain, you have your own hands. You must have a laptop somewhere. So if you're interested, just do it yourself. You don't need me to do it for you, And I don't understand why that's what people all do all the time. They don't even look at you. They look they're like robots, They just quote blah, 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 verse after verse. They don't even give you time to to pause, to think, to say what he's saying, And then when they give you another verse, and then after a while, your brain is just go, your brain will go wild. Yeah, just give a break, and and I'm learning this, like how important it is to listen to people. Oh, wow. I think it's the most powerful tool that God is giving us is this, the ears. So that's why I usually I make sure they are clean, every day. Otherwise, how can you hear, And also the heart, So the ears, the heart has to be receptive, sensitive, what people feel. How do you know what they feel? Unless you can feel it here, what they feel, And yeah, and so if you listen to people, you know what they need. Even before they ask, you'll do it for them. That's what I've been doing, and I see some people have been doing that with me too. And my love is so much greater now for those people because I realize they really care for me. Because you can see when somebody's taking care of you, that's love, that's care. When someone is interested in your thoughts, what you're doing, that's love. So, but if they just, want to talk to you all about the things that they want to talk about, the things they like, So I don't call this anything, really. It's like, it's like the wood, good for nothing. You burn it, there's no heat. So what are you gonna do with it? You know. So you need good wood if you wanna get warm, and you need the good people if you wanna be happy, and make them happy, and everybody's happy. So you see how all the choices we make, it can bless us or it can curse us, one or the other. So, yeah. And, just give time. Again, time. People say, it's too late, but you can never be too late for God, only too early, actually. Yeah, it's too early, because it's not bound by time. So anytime you arrive and you think it's late, for him it's early. So that's make me feel good, God, I'm sorry, I wanted to come before, but I couldn't make it. I missed the bus. He said, well, yeah, I'm here now. Don't worry. Don't worry, Joseph. You can come anytime you want. Somebody will be here to welcome you.